Chapter 1, Locating Places on the Earth. Question answers from class 6, subject Social Science. The big questions. Question 1, what is a map and how do we use it? What are its main components? Answer, a map is a drawing or representation of a part of the Earth's surface seen from above. It helps us to know where different places are and how to reach them. Maps can show small areas like a village or large areas like a country or the world. The main components of a map are: first, distance. It tells us how far two places are in real life by using a scale. Second, direction. It helps to understand where a place lies: north, south, east, west. Third, symbols. These are small pictures or signs used to represent places like roads, rivers, railway stations, etc. Question 2. What are coordinates? How can latitude and longitude be used to mark any location on the earth? Answer. Coordinates are two values, latitude and longitude, used together to find the exact location of any place on earth. Latitude lines run east-west parallel to the equator. Longitude lines run north-south from the North Pole to the South Pole. By using these lines, we can locate any place precisely. For example, Delhi is at 29° north latitude and 77° east longitude. Question 3. How are local time and standard time related to longitude? Answer. The earth rotates 360° in 24 hours. So every 15° of longitude makes a difference of 1 hour. Local time depends on the longitude of a place. When the sun is highest in the sky, it is 12 noon at that place. Standard time is the official time used across a country based on one selected longitude. India's standard time IST is based on 82.5° east and it is 5 hours 30 minutes ahead of GMT. Let's explore page 9. On the map in figure 1.1 given on page 8, this one. First, mark the hospital. The hospital is marked in the upper left side of the city map in figure 1.1. So friends, here is the hospital. Second, what is the meaning of the blue colored areas? This one. Answer, the blue areas on the map represent water bodies like lakes or rivers. Question 3. Which is farther away from the railway station? The school, the Nagar Panchayat or the public garden? Answer. The public garden is farthest from the railway station compared to the school and the Nagar Panchayat. So friends, here is the railway station, here is the school, here is Nagar Panchayat and the farthest is the public garden here. Let's explore page 10. Draw a simple map of a school's playground. Let us assume it is a rectangle 40 meter in length and 30 meter in width. Draw it precisely with your ruler on a scale of 1 centimeter is equals to 10 meter. Now measure the diagonal of the rectangle. How many centimeters do you get? Using the scale, calculate the real length of the playground's diagonal in meters. So friends, you have to draw the map of your school's playground yourself. Let's calculate the diagonal. If the playground is 40 meter by 30 meter, that is 40 meter length and 30 meter width, and the scale is 1 centimeter is equals to 10 meter, which is given in the question, then drawn size, length is equals to 4 centimeter and width is equals to 3 centimeter when you will draw the school's playground. Next, diagonal, use the Pythagoras theorem. Diagonal square is equals to length square plus width square. So we know length is 4 centimeter and width is 3 centimeter. So when we square them, so 4 square is equals to 16 and 3 square is equals to 9. So adding 16 plus 9 is equals to 25. Square rooting 25 we get 5 because 5 square is equals to 25. Now using the scale 1 centimeter is equals to 10 meter, 5 centimeters is equals to 50 meters. The real diagonal of the playground is 50 meters. Let's explore page 11. Consider the map of the small city again. Identify the correct and incorrect statements in the list below. First, the market is north of the hospital. Answer false. The market is south of the hospital. Second, The museum is southeast of the bank. Answer true. Third, the railway station is northwest of the hospital. Answer false. The railway station is southwest of the hospital. Fourth, the lake is northwest of the apartment blocks. Answer true. Next, taking your school as the starting point, do you know approximately in which cardinal direction your home is located? Discuss with your teacher and your parents. Answer. So friends, it will vary for each student. For example, my home is to the northeast of my school. Let's explore page 17. If the globe or atlas in your class has well marked latitudes and longitudes, try to note down approximate values for the latitude and longitude of first Mumbai, second Kolkata, third Singapore, fourth Paris. Answer. Use the globe or atlas to find coordinates. Here are approximate values. First Mumbai 19° north, 72° east. Second Kolkata 22.5° north, 88.3° east. Third Singapore 1.3° north, 103.8° east. Fourth Paris 48.8° north, 2.3° east. These coordinates help us precisely locate cities on the earth. Let's explore page 21. Two friends, one sitting in Porbandar, Gujarat and the other in Tinsukia, Assam, are speaking on the phone late afternoon. The latter remarks that the sun has set in Assam and it's now dark. The former is surprised and says, "But it's still full daylight here. Explain why." And as a class activity, calculate the difference in local time between those two cities. Answer. Assam is located in the eastern part of India near 95° east. Gujarat is in the western part around 70° east. The earth rotates eastward, so sunrise and sunset happen earlier in eastern places. The difference in longitude between Assam and Gujarat is about 30°, which means a 2-hour time difference in local time. Next, return to the two friends sitting in Gujarat and Assam. Use this example to explain the difference between local time and standard time. Answer. 15 degrees is equals to 1 hour. So 30 degrees is equals to 2 hours difference in local time. Assam's local time is about 2 hours ahead of Gujarat's local time. Next, questions, activities and projects. Question 1. Returning to page 10 and to figure 5.2 in chapter 5 of this textbook, taking the scale to be 2.5 cm is equals to 500 km. Calculate the real distance from the estuary of the Narmada river to the estuary of the Ganga river. Answer. Measurement on map approximate. Let's say it's 6.5 cm. Scale given 2.5 cm is equals to 500 km. Now calculate 6.5 cm is equals to 500 divided by 2.5 multiplied by 6.5. So friends, here is given 2.5 cm is equals to 500 km. So 1 centimeter is equals to 500 divided by 2.5. And if we multiply both sides with 6.5, so friends, that's how we get 6.5 centimeter in kilometers. So after solving, we get 200 multiplied by 6.5 is equals to 1300 kilometer. The real distance is approximately 1300 kilometer. Question 2. Why is it 5:30 p.m. in India when it is 12 p.m. or noon in London? Answer. India lies east of Greenwich prime meridian, so it is ahead in time. The earth rotates 15 degrees every hour and India is about 82.5 degrees east of Greenwich. So 82.5 divided by 15 is equals to 5.5 hours. So India is 5 hours 30 minutes ahead of Greenwich, which is why when it is 12 p.m. in London, it is 5:30 p.m. in India. Question 3. Why do we need symbols and colors in the map? Answer. Maps have limited space and cannot show full pictures of everything. Symbols are used to represent buildings, roads, rivers and landmarks in a simple way. Colors help to easily identify features like mountains, brown, water, blue, forest, green, etc. They make the map easy to read and understand for everyone. Question 4. Find out what you have in the 8 directions from your home or school. So friends, this answer will vary for each student. North park, south grocery shop, east main road, west friend's house, northeast temple, southeast petrol pump, southwest bus stop, northwest hospital. Question 5. What is the difference between local time and standard time? Discuss it in groups, with each group writing an answer in 100 to 150 words. Compare the answers. Answer. Local time is the time according to the position of the sun in a particular place. When the sun is exactly overhead, it is 12 noon at that location. But since the earth is round and rotates, every place would have a slightly different local time. To avoid confusion, each country decides a standard time for the whole country based on the longitude passing near the middle of the country. This is known as standard time. In India, the Indian Standard Time (IST) is taken from the 82.5° east longitude near Allahabad. All cities in India follow this time, even though local time in eastern states like Assam is earlier than in western states like Gujarat. So, standard time keeps time the same across the country, while local time changes from place to place. Question 6. Delhi's and Bengaluru's latitude are 29° north and 13° north. Their longitude are almost the same, 77° east. How much will be the difference in local time between the two cities? Answer. Both cities have almost the same longitude, 77° east, but different latitudes. Time difference depends only on longitude, not on latitude. There is no significant difference in local time between Delhi and Bengaluru. Question 7. Mark the following statements as true or false. Explain your answers with a sentence or two. First, all parallels of latitude have the same length. Answer false. Only the equator is the longest. Other latitudes get shorter towards the poles. Next, the length of a meridian of longitude is half of that of the equator. Answer true. Longitudes are half circles from pole to pole. The equator is a full circle. Next, the South Pole has a latitude of 90° south. Answer true. The South Pole is at the southernmost point of the Earth. Next, in Assam, the local time and the IST are identical. Answer false. Assam is far east, so its local time is ahead of IST, but it still follows IST. Next, lines separating the time zones are identical with meridians of longitude. Answer false. They mostly follow longitudes but are adjusted to match country borders. Next, the equator is also a parallel of latitude. Answer true. The equator is the 0° parallel of latitude. Next, solve the crossword below. So first, across, let you squeeze a huge area into your map. Answer scale. So here comes scale. Second, a measure of the distance from the prime meridian. Answer longitude. So we have to write down longitude. These two together allow us to locate a place. Answer coordinates. So we have to write in down direction coordinates. Fourth, a convenient sphere. Answer globe. So we have to write across globe. Fifth, the longest parallel of latitude. Answer equator. So we have to write across equator. Down. Sixth, what latitudes and longitudes together create? Answer grid. So we have to write grid in downward direction. Across. Sixth, the place the prime meridian is attached to. Answer Greenwich. So we have to write across in sixth Greenwich. Seventh, the time we all follow in India. Answer IST, Indian Standard Time. So we have to write down in seventh IST. Next, eighth, so convenient to find your way. Answer map. So we have to write across in eighth map. Ninth, these two are poles apart. Answer pole. So we have to write down in ninth pole. 10th, a measure of the distance from the equator. So we have to write across 10th latitude. 11th, an abbreviation for a line across which the day and the date change. Answer IDL. So we have to write in downward direction in 11th IDL. So friends, our question answers from chapter 1, locating places on the earth, are complete. I hope you found these question answers short. If you like the video, kindly like it and share it with your friends. You can support me with channel membership and super thanks. We will meet in the next video. Thank you for watching.